Hey guys, happy Sunday. So I decided to cook red beans on this day. This was my beans I had gotten. I kept in the pot, added water for it to steep it to increase in size and for easy boiling. So that was it. I washed the beans off and then added in the pot after I had the increase in size, and then kept it on the fire. Washed my tomatoes and bell peppers and spring onions, which I had to use. Then I went on to chop the tomatoes. Yeah, I had to show you guys the chopping process. Usually I just chop and then come afterwards and tell you guys I have chopped the tomatoes. Yeah, so when you steep the beans in the water, sometimes I love to leave it for like at least 6 hours. Sometimes I just leave it overnight. Yeah, it's good for so the beans can increase in size. Then that's the tomatoes I had chopped. I went out to cut the bell peppers, the capsicum green. That was it. I cut it, chopped that also. And then I went on to also chop the spring onions. Yeah, I had to add all of that. And then after chopping everything, I also chopped the onions which I use for on this day. I did not make spices. I already had frozen spices in the fridge. You will see that they had ginger, garlic all blended and stored in the fridge, and peppers as well. So these were the spices, the veggies I had chopped. They are added all in the plate here. And I went on to cut my meat, which I had to burn on the other side of the fire. At this time our beans was almost done and it was still boiling on the fire, but almost ready. So I went on to cut the meat. I just wanted to put the meat on the other side of the fire to boil before I attend to the beans. Yeah, so then the beef was cut and then washed and kept for boiling. Then this was the beans. It was ready already, so I removed that and I added tomatoes. This is the tomatoes I had chopped. The beans, yeah, you see the beef was boiling, the tomatoes were dry. I added oils. Then I went on to add my onions to fry the tomatoes and the onions. Then on the other hand, my boy was crying. On the other hand, he wanted me to carry him because he was in the kitchen with me. Look at him. So then look at the onions were dry, and then I added my veggies, capsicum green and spring onions. All of those were added, and then I added the boiled beef. Had to fry it also in the base. Yeah, and then the peppers and spices that were frozen, I had defrosted and added that. Went on to add the beans. This was our boiled beans. I added that. White peppers I added there. I was adding white peppers, added seasoning cubes, added curry powder. Then just had to give a good stir. Yeah, at this stage you want to make sure you've added everything because the beans is already ready, so it's already boiled, so you have to add everything at this stage. All the spices and everything were checked, and then you have to just close for. Okay, I added peppers because it was not enough, so that's it. That's what you have to do after adding everything. Just check to make sure everything is okay. If not okay, you can react. So that was it, guys. Just close my pot for boiling. At this stage you saw the beans was almost ready. It was looking like it, and that was it. I just had to leave it again for a few minutes to boil and thicken up. And then at this stage our beans was already rounding up. It was ready. I was just leaving it so the water can reduce. Then I added some oils. I love to add oils towards this last stage. These beans, you can use it to eat rice, you can use it to eat puff, anything chewable. Alright, you can eat yam, plantain, and so on. That was it. Thank you. Bye.